Zoom out. Hello everyone, welcome back to another GoG93 video. If this looks different to you, it's because what I usually normally use to record, being my phone, it got screwed up. Not gonna go into the details of how, but yeah, I got majorly screwed up. So I am using a different device to record this video on. But I will hopefully get my phone fixed so I can get it back to recording. Yeah. So my next video, I should be back to normal. Anyways, today we will be looking at two characters from Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle. The second film in the Godzilla anime trilogy, which I didn't care for. I'll say this. I'll probably do so for December. I'm probably gonna do something special. Either December of this year or November of next year. I will be reviewing every single Godzilla film for each day. But today we are looking at the kaiju from City on the Edge of Battle. Being I'm pretty sure this is the Heat Ray Godzilla Earth, or Atomic Breath Godzilla Earth, and Mechagodzilla Earth. Or as in the movie, he's known by Mechagodzilla City. And I'm pretty sure I think he's the big bad of the film. It's been a while since I've seen the anime trilogy. All I know is my first watch, I did not care for it too much. But yeah, let's go over the big bad of the film. Mechagodzilla Earth or Mechagodzilla City. That's who we will be looking at first. So, Mechagodzilla here has to be one of the most complicated and weird designs. He is completely made out of nanotech, and after 20,000 years of presumably being destroyed, he turns into a giant city that's actually alive. And he tries to kill the main characters and tries to bond with everything like a symbiote of some things. I don't remember. It was a weird film. But I'll say this. Some parts of the Mechagodzilla design are cool. Like some features, because of it being completely nanotech. Like if I'm correct, arms were supposed to turn into a giant lance. His head could turn into a giant cannon and all that. But yeah. And if you're wondering, I'm pretty sure this is from the major movie monster series or big movie monster series, because it's bigger than a default movie monster series figure. I'll show you in size comparisons when I'll compare them to maybe like Movie Monsters G19. But the other reason is because it has more articulation than your typical Bandai movie monster series figure. Let me show you an example. Here's my movie monster series G19. All you get with these figures is a swivel at the leg and a swivel at the arm. He has more than that. A lot more. Oh, and sometimes they may have a swivel at the tail. Sometimes, not all the time. This guy, on the other hand, has 6, maybe 7, 8, and no, I didn't mean, okay. Let's see. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 points of articulation. And I did not mean to say that meme. But yeah, this guy has 10 points of articulation compared to the normal 5. So, what are those points of articulation? He has a swivel at both arms, a swivel at both elbows. See? And also, they can go a full 360 if given enough room. The head is on a swivel, but because of these little guards, it makes it hard for it to turn. Right there. The tail is on a full 360 swivel. And both ankles are on a full 360 degree swivel. And the legs, not so much because of how they are, but they both can swivel. Everything here is on a swivel, so yeah. And some of it is made out of a softer plastic, you can tell from the bent pieces, but it still does hurt to hold. I've cut myself a couple of times on this thing. It's not fun. And also, this design here is the definition of clusterfuck. I'm not joking. Out of every design I've ever seen in any Godzilla film, this one here is definition of a clusterfuck. Very, very just all over the place. The only resemblance at all of Godzilla that I see in this to Godzilla Earth is the dorsal plates. That's it. I don't really see Mechagodzilla in that at all. So, now we'll go on to Godzilla Earth, the Heat Ray Edition. And then we'll go on to his articulation, size comparisons, and then my final verdicts. So, on to Godzilla Earth. So here is Godzilla Earth. He comes with a tag to tell you the movie he's from, City on the Edge of Battle. He does have small parts and all of that, you know. But yeah, he's a fun guy here. And they mixed his normal dark blue from the original with some nice metallic blue and very nice see-through and light blue. This here is why I like him. Earth, he has a nice, it's grown on me. Before I didn't like it so much, but I do like him now. I like his design, but I just wish they kind of executed him better. So, of course, because they're Bandai vinyl figures, none of them will come with any accessories. Unless you want to count the card or Mechagodzilla's box. I did not get mine in a box, but still, you can look it up. Because right now with this other device I am using, my editing will not be as good, but still it will be better than nothing. Earth only has 5 parts of articulation, being 2 full 360 swivels for both of his arms, which are kind of in a bent up position. Both of his legs are on 360 swivels, and also he's made out of a very soft plastic. You can tell because this leg is bending in because of heat. And the tail is also on a 360 swivel. But hurts a bit. The dorsal plates, yes, they are soft, but still very sharp. So be careful with that. And there's a better look at the tag and Mechagodzilla on it. So, let's get to size comparisons, and then I'll go over my final verdict. Here we have this small mini Baragon I got from a Godzilla GMK playset. I don't know what the playset was called, but all I know is it was from a small destructible city that came with Mothra, Baragon, Godzilla, and Ghidorah. But yeah. And here he is next to the Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle, Bandai Vinyl, Godzilla Earth, and Mechagodzilla Earth, or Mechagodzilla City, whatever you want to call the clusterfuck. I just call him clusterfuck for short. Here we have the Godzilla GMK finger puppet. Godzilla GMK finger puppet, which came from a blind box, if I'm correct. It's been a while. All I remember is he was in some sort of mystery type container. That's where I got him. Next to the vinyl figures, the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla Earth charging figure, and the Bandai Clusterfuck figure. also known as Mechagodzilla Earth. I know Japan loved this design. I'm pretty sure Japan liked this design a lot, but I didn't. I really didn't. But we'll go into that further. And by the way, when I'm calling this thing a clusterfuck, please, no one take it offensive. It's just a joke. I'm just saying he's too complicated for my tiny squirrel brain. Here I have my small little Batra I got off of eBay. Next to the Bandai Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle. Godzilla charging or supercharged Earth. Something like that. I don't really know. All I know is it's like him charging up an attack. And the Bandai movie monster series Mechagodzilla Earth. This was my first ever Pokemon figure I got. I'm pretty sure this is the Takara Tomy or the Tomy Groudon. Next to the Bandai Godzilla charging figure, Godzilla Earth charging figure, and Mechagodzilla Earth. And finally, here we have the Bandai charging Godzilla Earth and the Bandai movie monster series Mechagodzilla Earth, Mechagodzilla City, whatever you want to call it, the anime Mechagodzilla, next to the movie monster series are the Bandai vinyl figures for Void Ghidorah from Godzilla Planet Eater and Godzilla Earth, which was my previous review. So would I recommend these two figures? Would I? The Godzilla Earth charging figure and Mechagodzilla Earth? Well, let's get into my final verdicts for each. Start with Earth. So for articulation, it's your default Bandai vinyl. It's nice, but you're not probably going to have it pose like in an SH Monster Arts or a high-up figure poser. Heck, and even maybe a Playmates. It's just probably going to be sitting around. Paint and detail. Most Bandai figures are usually just one color. It's rare for them to put multiple, but this one is really nice. I like the mixture of metallic and normal because it makes it look like the front of him. Because if you didn't know, in the show, or series, whatever you want to call it, when he charges up his beam, a bright light is illuminated from right in front of his mouth. So this kind of represents that. Because if you look on the side, it's dark, but then it goes into a brighter type of color. Same on the back. And I really like the metallic. And if you look, this is a bit see-through. You can kind of tell it's a bit see-through. Not too see-through, but a bit. The facial detail, it's okay. Could have been better, potentially. But it's okay. Movie accuracy, I would say, for a Bandai figure, 8 out of 10. And for a Godzilla design, since I'm also, for any Godzilla character this month, I'm going to go off of a Godzilla design in general. I do like it. I like the design. I would probably go for because as a beard and all that, probably a good old, before it was like a 2 out of 10, 5 out of 10. I would say an 8 out of 10 for me. I like the design. Mainly the dorsal plates and the beard and the uncle head, the old man head. I like him. Would I recommend this guy? A solid, probably 6, 8 out of 10. I would recommend it. What about Mecha? Posability for a Bandai figure. This guy has double the amount of joints of a typical Bandai figure, as I've shown. So that's a 10 out of 10. The size, it's a good size. Screen accuracy, I don't think there's any real shots of him except through the concept art. And if you look at the concept art, yeah, this thing's pretty accurate. I would probably give it a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9.5, something like that. Painting, it's all the same metallic type silver. That's the whole body. Except the eyes. Those are bright red. Other than that, yeah, this thing hurts to hold. Some things are made out of like a soft type plastic, but even then it hurts. I've cut myself multiple times because look at this. It's like you try holding it, you hurt yourself. Would I recommend this figure? Like I said with Godzilla, only if you're a anime trilogy completionist. I wouldn't recommend getting it otherwise because I hate this design, really, I do. Yes, there are some, like, when I said I liked the design earlier, I meant the abilities. The nanotech abilities were really cool. But if we're going off of just a Godzilla design, let me hold them right next to each other. I don't see Godzilla in it. Look at the difference in the legs. He barely bends his knees. This one, it looks like a dinosaur kind of like. It looks weird. The tail don't look like. If you look at the other ones, an example, Mechagodzilla 2021 tried to copy the 2014 design. You can see that looks like Godzilla. Okay? Let's head back to Singular Point. The end credits. That Mechagodzilla tried to mimic Ultima's design. And it looked like Ultima. Okay? Kiryu. It looked like the 2002 and 3 Godzilla. Heisei. He looked like the fat ass that Heisei is. Showa. He literally was Godzilla. That's not even a joke. He literally wore a fake Godzilla suit that looked like Godzilla for the first half of the film, but then the second half of the film, it went downgrade, and then he revealed to be Mechagodzilla. Each mecha tries to look like a doppelganger. This one, I call it a clusterfuck, because that's what it looks like. A clusterfuck. So, yeah, I don't like Mechagodzilla because it didn't really look like it was trying to copy Godzilla's design like the other mechas did. That's how you kind of, well, for me, when I know it's Mechagodzilla, it's because it looks like Godzilla. It has weapons on par with Godzilla. This guy was, if I'm correct, he was killed by, I think heat. He melted. It was either that or some pilot kamikazed into him. I can't remember. But yeah, I'll be rewatching the film sometime soon to see how Mechagodzilla actually dies, and I'll give my full opinion on the movie then. But until then, hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you live. Peace out, see you later, alligator. And we have only two more Godzilla anime trilogy reviews. One will be related to vinyls like these two, but one is an SH Monster Arts. So you should probably know who the other review is for. But anyway, see you in that review, which will be on Monday. Hopefully everything goes well, and then after that, I may be going to see Shin Godzilla. And actually, I think you can even see Monday's review right over there in the corner. No, wait, that's Wednesday. I'm sorry, I'm out of it, but yeah. So, this should be posted on Friday. So, and then Monday, you will get the Planet of Monsters review. And then Wednesday, you will get a review for the SH Monster Arts figure. And if you guys want me to, let me know in the comments if you want me to review the movies in between the figure reviews. If so, I'll do it. Anyways, have a great day or night wherever you live. Peace out, see you later, alligator, and bye-bye.